Hello everybody, it's Linda, and I have got another project to share with you. My design team project for this week for Wild Orchid Crafts is a process video on how I created this canvas. Last week I said I was going to do a tutorial / process video, and I actually had enough time to finish it because I sprained my ankle. So I've been sitting with my foot up and with not much else to do than crafting. And the crafting bit is perfect. The foot bit is not so perfect because I should have been doing a lot of other stuff, but who can complain? It's going to get well soon anyway, so I hope. So, sorry about that rambling. Back to my canvas. I am just like hooked on fairy canvases these days, and I've been using the Fairy Bell collection by Prima for my cutouts here. These are cutouts from the 6x6, and this is from the 12x12. And I have used some birds from my stash. Just let me pick this up and show you. There is another bird down there. And in my process video, you can see how I put everything together and how I made this bird house here. And the thing is that, of course, I'm using the stuff that I have in my stash, but as most of you know who has watched my tutorials or process videos earlier, I strongly encourage that you use what you have so that you don't have to run out and buy a lot of stuff just to do one project. So use similar products. You don't need the same glue as me, though I would strongly advise you to use a glue gun, because that's just excellent to adhere all of these different flowers and stuff. But apart from a glue gun, you know, you can just go ahead and use whatever you have in your stash. And the Wild Orchid Craft flowers that I used are the tea roses. And as you can see, I have added some snow text to them. I've used some large wild rosebuds. I have used these sprays. They are gardenia sprays, and I don't think they're in stock at the moment. And these are the Cosmo daisies. And as usual, I'm putting the item numbers on screen for you to see, and I'm linking to the products in the description box below. This is a large Tuscany Rose, and this is a Trellis Rose, and it's a small one. And again, a couple of tea roses, another Trellis Rose, Cottage Rose, and you can recognize the Trellis roses. And here is an open rose, and as you can see, that's the type of flowers that I have used, and you'll find them repeating on my canvas. And I used some small leaves from my stash, and I've used some beautiful lace from Trésors Deluxe, and these little blingy thingies. These are nail decorated. Look at my nails. They should have been decorated. They're horrible. Sorry. And yeah, some blingy thingies. These are like nail decoration things that I got from an eBay seller, I think. And no, it's not an eBay seller, but it's a Chinese seller. Can't remember the name. And this beautiful lace here is from Wild Orchid Crafts too, and these are gray flatback pearls, and here again is the same lace from Wild Orchid Crafts. And those little blingy things, they are also all the way around here. And I use a lace from Trésors Deluxe here as well. And this lace is, sorry if I'm making you dizzy, it's this lace, but to get it around, I just cut off these, and I'm going to use those in another project. And I just use the the edge of the trim down where there is no room for all of those like banner-like things. And as you can see, there's a stencil in the background here, and that's a Prima stencil. And I've got it here, here, and also, oh, sorry, now you cannot see where I'm pointing even. It's behind here, behind here, behind here, and over there. So, and this is just down in the corner. Got a fabric rose here that I made, and some feathers. So this canvas is not completely done yet, but I don't have the die to finish it off. I'm waiting for the Tim Holtz weathered clock die, because I had run out of the die cuts that I'd purchased, because you can purchase die cuts on eBay or Etsy from those dies if you don't want the die. And I'm going to have this weathered clock sticking out here and also somewhere down here, I think. So that will more balance my canvas. Okay, so these are also cut out from the Fairy Bell collection, these, and they're resembling clouds. And also down here. So yeah, if you're interested in how I did this, then please just follow my or watch my process video. And I hope you like my canvas. I had a lot of fun creating it, and I'm currently working on another canvas, and that's a canvas with a tree, a fairy tree, and a fairy door into that tree. And I'm also doing a tutorial on that. And the fairy door is made sort of the same way that I did the cover of my Fairy Bell mini album. I made the cover of my Fairy Bell mini album a while back as a fairy door, and some of you asked if I could do a tutorial, and finally now I have done that, and that will be published, if everything goes according to plan, next Wednesday. So stay tuned for another process tutorial video, and have a wonderful day, everybody. And thank you so much for all the sweet and kind comments that you're leaving me. I truly, truly appreciate it. You can't believe, or you cannot imagine how much it means to me. So thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day and take care, and happy crafting. Bye bye, everyone.
So first I am using a toilet paper roll for the base of my birdhouse, and I'm just cutting it open, and I'm going to cover it in pattern paper. I'm using pattern paper from Tim Coffee, and it's from the specialty paper pad, and I just pick out the pattern that suits me. And I'm just tracing my toilet paper roll and cutting it. So as you can see, I'm adhering the paper to the base using Scotch Quick Dry adhesive. Use any glue that you have. Mod Podge will work fine. And just use the brayer to push out all the excess air between the toilet paper roll and the paper. And now I'm just cutting the base for the roof of my birdhouse. And as you can see, I'm just recycling an old pizza box, and I'm just cutting it to size, and it's a bit of a back and forth kind of thing to make it fit. So I'm just brushing the end of my paintbrush onto the cardboard just to make it round more easily. And as you can see, I'm just scoring the edges of the base of my birdhouse to fold it and to make the dimensional shape that I want. And here I'm just pulling some stencils to use, and I'm using Crafter's Workshop, that's this one, and the other one that you see in the upper corner is just a Prima stencil. And I'm using very lightweight modeling paste. If you don't have modeling paste, then you can just use like gesso, or a heavyweight modeling paste is fine too, as long as it's a bit flexible. And here's the canvas that I'm using. As you can see, it's got a burlap color to begin with. I'm just brushing on some white gesso. And I will dry brush it on. I'm not using water for this. And I'm using a soft makeup brush that I got. It's really cheap. And I'm just brushing on this gesso. Now I'm just tracing the body of the birdhouse using my pencil, and that's just sorry, so that I know the approximate placement of it, because I'm going to put on some not modeling paste, but I'm actually using a heavy gel medium from Golden for this. And the reason why I'm using that is that if I get some color on that I just want to remove, it's much easier, because it won't stick like that permanently, or it will stick permanently, but it just behaves in a different manner if you want to wipe it off. When it's gel medium, it's much easier to wipe down the color that you use, and that's why I'm using gel medium for this. You can use modeling paste, that's no problem, if you don't worry how the colors will look. I was a bit worried about that, because I wanted to use some colors that I haven't used before. Now I'm using some cardboard to make the roof tile pieces, and I'm just tracing the size of the roof, and I'm cutting. And before I divide it into pieces, I will cover it in pattern paper. And the paper that I use is from a My Mind's Eye paper pad. Now I'm tracing the pattern of my roof tiles, or roof pieces, on the back of the cardstock, and I'm just cutting them a little shorter here and there, because I want my roof to be uneven. Using my scalpel to cut, it's easier than the scissors. Now I'm just starting to add color to the background, and I'm using Lindy's Stamp Gang sprays, and I will be using dilution sprays as well. And just make sure that you start with light colors, so that you don't, just put on something that will just destroy your canvas. So I'm putting on some greens and some blues and some yellows, and I'm letting it run, and you'll see me just layering and layering and layering color. And as you can see, after making the canvas wet with those lighter colors, I am adding a stronger color, and it's still Lindy's at the moment. And you can see I just removed some from those parts with the doily pattern using a wet cloth. And now I'm going to glue the birdhouse down, and then it's more important to get things straight, and that's why I'm using the Tim Holtz ruler. And I trace it, and then I glue it down. I need to glue the top roof first. So I just put some hot glue to the scored edge on the back. And I try to position it straight, which I don't manage on my first try, so I had to pull it up and put it down again. Now I'm adhering the pieces to the roof, and I'm just edging them with black soot and gathered twigs distressing. And as you can see, I'm using my glue gun to adhere it. Now I'm adding the little bit where the bird is going to sit, and I have added some hot glue to the edge of that rolled cardboard or cardstock, and I just painted white, and I just used my distress inks on it. Now I'm painting the edge of my pizza box roof under there because that was showing, so I'm just gessoing it. I'm just eyeballing to make the bottom of the birdhouse, and I use a plate to trace the half circle to get that even. And then I'm just filling out the gaps in the cardboard using my glue gun. And then I'm adhering it to paper. The gaps that I'm talking about are the gaps at the front edge. Now I've started decorating my canvas, and I'm using the Waldered Crafts flowers for this. And you will see me glue down some flowers just directly because I just know they're going there, but some I will just move around a bit and find the right placement for, and the right color combinations and everything. And here I am cutting off the centerpiece of a flower that I have made previously, just to add a new Waldered Crafts tea rose to the center of the flower. And you will not be able to see everything that I'm doing because I just can't work on screen all the time, but you will get an idea of what's going on, and that's what I think is important. Now I'm making the stand or base, sort of. I don't know exactly what to call it, but you'll see what I'm making. This for the birdhouse, and I'm using cardboard just a regular cardboard box piece, and I'm folding it so that you can see the stripes, the lines are following the corrugation of the cardboard. I'm just rubbing on this gesso, and I will just be inking it using some black soot and some gathered twigs distress inks. And I'm keeping it like that, distressed. And I'm just tracing the lid of my Claudine helmet gesso to make the bottom base of the birdhouse stand. And I'm just eyeballing and cutting and gluing it to place. And here you see me adhering some of the gorgeous Trésors de Luxe lace all the way around the edge, and I cut off some pieces so that they will not stand in the way or will totally be hidden by the lace. No, the flowers, sorry. I decided that those doilies were too green, and I wanted to tone them down using some Inca Gold Old Silver rub-on. And that's what I'm doing now. I'm just rubbing it all over those doily patterns to mute the colors. You'll see me try different flowers and colors, but they're not all there to stay. I'm I'm sticking with those mint greens and dark greens and whites, and just adding a little hint of peach with those sprays that you see on the right side, the gardenia sprays. And also I need to try different sizes flowers just to find the ones that I think fit my canvas. So this is all I have for you, and I really hope you enjoyed watching this process video and that you're inspired to make your own altered canvas. So thank you so much for watching, everyone, and have a wonderful, wonderful day, and take care, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye.